to look at the sun.
Yes, Mama.
That's better. Sextimus! If I've told you once, I've told you 100,000 times, I will not have you playing these foolish games and running throughout the corridors. It just isn't dignified. We are the rulers of the kingdom, and if we don't set a proper example for the court, then I'd like to know who will. I mean, what is the point of being a ruler if one isn't going to behave the way a ruler should?
Mama?
Now what?
Mama, when am I going to get my princess?
I don't want to discuss that now, Donald. It's time for your cocoa.
But Mama, sometimes I get the funniest feeling that you don't want me to get married.
Don't want you to get married? Don't want you to get married? Dauntless, don't you trust me?
Of course,
Well,
Mama.
then how can you say such a thing? I want you to get married. How many times have I said to you, I want you to get married? Only this morning I was saying to your father, I said, Sextimus, I want that boy to get married. It just isn't normal for a boy that age to stay single. And after all, he is the prince, I said, don't forget that. He's next in line for the throne. I mean, I know we're not exactly the oldest people in the world, but on the other hand, we're not getting any younger. And I know I'd feel much better, much easier, and more relaxed in my mind if I knew that boy were married and settled and set. And that is absolutely verbatim, exactly what I said to your father this morning. Of course, he didn't say anything, he never does. But you know him just as well as I do. I don't have to tell you how impossible he is. But that's my cross of pain. And I don't want you to worry your head one tiny bit about the fact that your father and I don't get along and never have. If he makes me miserable and makes me suffer, well then I just have to put up with it. And I do not want it to affect my child's attitude towards him or me. He may be a mean, stupid, rotten, selfish, dreadful man, but he is your father and I want you to respect him. After all, there's only one person who really cares about you and really worries about your health and your happiness and your future. And this is what I'm talking about here, your future. And I want to make myself absolutely clear. I want you to get married. But I don't want you to marry just anybody. After all, marriage is a lifetime partnership. And I wouldn't want to see my little boy make the same mistake I did and end up miserable the way I did. You are a prince, and you must marry someone who's suitable. Someone who's good enough and fine enough and smart enough for my nice, sweet, beautiful baby boy. And she has to be a princess. I mean a real princess. That's one thing I absolutely insist upon. She has to be a real, true, genuine, bona fide princess, just as I was. That's what you really want, isn't it? Someone like me? Of course you do. Oh God, if only I were 20 years younger. Now just remember, Thomas, you must trust me. Your Majesty, Your Highness.
Mother,
Don't interrupt! Well, Sir Harry wishes to speak with you, Madame. Well,
Madame, I have the honor to request a perilous favor. I wish to search for a true princess, one of the royal blood, who will suit both your majesty and Prince Dollars.
no! Oh! No, no, no! We've been through all the eligible girls in all of the neighboring kingdoms. There are none left. We simply have to wait for their little sisters to grow up, and that'll take years.
Plan to head north, over the mountains,
Over the mountain,
across the Badlands,
across the Badlands,
and into the marsh where the beautiful swamp lily grows.
into the marshland. Are you out of your mind? Oh, you won't find anything there except for frogs and tadpoles and things.
Mama.
Do you know what the weather there is like?
Mama.
Do you know how damp and foggy, quiet and humid and oppressive it is there?
Please, let Sir Harry try it for me.
All right, go ahead. Come along, Dauntless, you've missed your cocoa.
Come on, Sir Harry, come on.
Don't be afraid, little Larkin. I'll bring back a true princess. One who's not only a real princess, but will be able to pass the queen's test.
I believe you, and I'm not afraid.
And I shan't be long.
Just fly as fast